A young man from a small town with a very large imagination.
Riding along on a wave of applause, the middle-aged man lugs his very large imagination through the small towns of the American Midwest. Singer-songwriter John Prine is once again on tour, once again out with a new album to promote.
Yeah, it seems like it possibly might do better than any of the records I've ever done before.
For John Prine, it's been 5 years since the release of his last studio album. The title of this one,
It's called The Missing Years. Well, we tell everything. Sally used to play with her hula hoops. Now she tells her problems to therapy groups.
20 years and hundreds of songs ago, John Prine, then a suburban Chicago mailman, stunned the record industry with the lyrical depth of his first album.
Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing walls while sitting in a chair.
His words painted vivid pictures of those mighty battles fought by ordinary souls. A Vietnam veteran strung out on drugs.
Oh, with an overdose hovering in the air.
An elderly couple struggling with the loneliness of aging.
Me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen.
That debut album received rave reviews.
Oh, yeah, got a whole lot.
And how did that affect you?
Gave me ulcers. Did put me in the hospital about 6 times in 3 years, you know, with stomach disorders. It was like really a big change in my life. I was not planning on doing this for a living. You know, I didn't want to stay at the post office forever, but it was okay for then. But I didn't think people that grew up like I did could become, you know, get in the show business, man. I didn't think it was possible.
Ultimately, to share his songs and the stage with people like Bonnie Raitt, just one of many big-time performers who have recorded his material.
Make me a poster of an old rodeo.
John Prine is now 45 years old. While greatly appreciated by his loyal fans and widely praised by fellow musicians, he is still a bit of a mystery to the general public.
You made out like pirates.
Why he hasn't achieved more notoriety is puzzling given the accolades that flow from the music critics. They hail his writing, often using words like artist, poet, even songwriting genius, a description that Mr. Prine wouldn't choose for himself. Not that he minds the praise, but genius.
Yeah, the genius thing, I guess it's because of the way I was in school. You know, like a genius to me would be like I was a guy to throw the brick at the genius. You know, here comes the genius. Yeah. hey, genius, figure this out, you know.
Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford. You say you drive around the town till you just get bored. And then you change your mind for something else to do. And your heart gets bored with your mind and it changes you.
The key to Prine's longevity can be found in the subject matter of his songs, the love, hope, sadness, and comic absurdity that surrounds our everyday life. Longtime managers Al Bonetta and Dan Einstein hear the same comments from record stores all over the country.
It's not dated material. It's not something that's going to mold on the shelf.
Prine's first album, in fact, is still selling after 20 years on that shelf, positioned any day now to reach the 500,000 gold record level. Guns N' Roses, on the other hand, sold 500,000 copies of their latest album in just 2 hours. That's mass merchandising. This is something more personal.
Right now I'm selling them door to door.
And how's that going?
Pretty good, you know. Mrs. Johnson, do you like this side or the other side? We'll give you a free brush with this record.
Why, it's clear as a bell. I should have gone to school. I'd be wise as an owl instead of stubborn as a mule. And there's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old baby. It's a big old goofy world.
For today, Mike Leonard, NBC News, Champaign, Illinois.
It's a big old goofy world.
7:49 in a moment. Joe's back singing a different kind of tune.